Our focus is solely on bringing awareness to a cause of your choice. You'll notice the gymnasts wearing different colored ribbons, which signifies the cause that they are supporting tonight. We want you to remember, if you're pushing through a tough time, feel alone, or know someone who is struggling, always remember the tribe's got your back. We are in this together. As we say, one tribe, one family. Thanks for coming.
One. Amelia Budd, Summer Brewski, Reese Eahan. The Owls are coached by Hillary Steele.
Gymnastics team. Then please remain standing for the playing of Lift Every Voice and Sing.
till victory is won.
Thank you. Gymnasts, at this time, please head to your first event to prepare for touch warm-up. William and Mary will be starting on the vault, and Temple will start on the bars.
Welcome everybody to Kaplan Arena in Williamsburg, Virginia. Today we are witnessing William and Mary's 2025 home opener against the Temple Owls. My name is Andrea Maldonado and I will be riding this one solo this evening. I'm super excited to see some great gymnastics from both teams. Starting on bars, Temple will take on this event, and they are led by Coach Hillary Steele, who is entering her second season at Temple, and assistant coaches Brittany Miller and Jill Sugar. Now we're gonna see some stats here. Their NQS is looking like 192.775 and an average of 192.108 after 3 meets this season. On the flip side, we have the Tribe on vault, and they are led by head coach Kelsey Hinton, this being her 6th season with this team, and assistant coach Kendall George. Now for some stats, we have the current NQS which is a 191.4, which is also their season average due to this meet being only their second outing of the 2025 season. If that's not a late bloomer, I don't know what is. It's almost February and they've only been out on the mat twice. This is just really exciting for this team, and it also can be very nerve-wracking. Both teams have great athletes and potential to make this showdown a close one, which is probably one of the most exciting things to witness as a commentator. I don't know about you guys, but when meets are really close, that's when they get really, really exciting. So now we're gonna go here onto the lineups. William and Mary will have Samantha Bird, Caroline Blatchford, Sarah Cooper, Melissa Gao, Sally Wood, Hannah Berkey, and Michelle No as an exhibition for the vault rotation. On the bars, we have Reese DeHaan, Brianna Verano, Megan White, Mariela Brook, Hannah Weckler, Sarah Stellings, and Madison Duranda as an exhibition for the Owls. As you may see here in this rotation, we don't have Kirsten Johnson, who is currently ranked 8th in the EAGL conference with a 9.725. And today she's out on the sidelines. But again, when this happens for some teammates, it is still a pivotal spot for them on the lineup because they get to lead with their energy. And so that might be something we see today from Kirsten Johnson on the bars. For now, this is probably the culmination of their touch warm-up, so we will be right back with some more Rotation 1 excitement here in Williamsburg, Virginia. Alrighty, everybody, let's get this show on the road. For the tribe, Samantha Bird is going to start. We will probably see a single screen here soon. So when you have dual meets, you'll only see one athlete at a time. They'll kind of bounce back from each other. So it'll be pretty even what we see on each event. It's like one goes, the other goes, and so on and so forth. I think every time, in my experience as a gymnast, every time that green flag went off, I was like, oh dear Jesus, here we go. Just run. Jurchenko full. She had a little bit of a mistake there. So far though, I think her entrance was pretty good. She just didn't take off from the vault as she wanted. However, the spirit is there, the energy is there. They will probably brush that off really quickly. On bars, we have Reese DeHaan. The line change to a piped Jaeger. Really pretty. She had a connection there with her shoot over. It's a little bit past the vertical, but she maintained a lot of control in this routine, which is always good. I think always being the rotation opener, you're like kind of freaking out a little bit. Your hands are shaking and your entire body is like, I don't know what's going on. But she maintained good control of those probably in routine mistakes that you could, if you're a judge, you could probably find. Next up, we have Caroline Blatchford for the tribe. I have a really funny story once we get into a little bit of a pause, because I know the judges are going to do this at some point, but I do want to comment on how painful that must have been. I don't know if you guys noticed how her elbows were kind of off on the entry to the vault, and that must have been kind of nerve-wracking there. I hope she's okay. Next up on bars, we have Brianna Verano for the Owls. And again, gymnastics is like this. You're going to see your best days, and then you're going to see your worst days. And probably your worst days are going to come in the most opportune times, but it's okay. Verano setting up here for her mount. She recovers from that mistake, does her release, and then misses the bar. I mean, you could imagine how difficult it is to probably go into a blind change from a hop, miss it, try it again, and then still go for it. I mean, kudos to her for even trying. I would have been like, let me get down now. Guys, I was terrible. I was god-awful at bars. I got an exhibition opportunity once. One and done. That's it. That's all there was for me. No more bar space for me. Let's see how she recovers. That's what mostly interests me. Usually when you come from these kind of mistakes, your heart rate is through the roof. And you can see how she kind of rushed there a little bit, but then she was back on track, and now she's bracing for her dismount. And this is double layout with a really, really good landing there. You can see she probably had a hop there, but not bad. Not bad recovery. Up next is Sarah Cooper for the tribe. Good vault there. You see, you had 2 mistakes prior to your second, outing of the season. Not only the second outing, but this is your home opener. I would imagine the pressure is just crazy. I'm always a person, I'm not anymore. Used to. My brain would fly rampantly throughout an entire meet, and I even commentating right now, my heart just kind of jumps out of my mouth. So sometimes I'm lagging in the middle of the intros, and I'm like, okay, Dre, you gotta settle down. That you're not competing, you're just watching. Now, it has that permanent effect on you. You know what I'm saying? She's handling really well, though. Megan White is just dancing it out. My sister used to be like that. Andrea Maldonado is the one human being that I saw legitimate hip-hop dance before a beam routine, and then not only go into the beam routine and do well, she stuck that dismount like it was nothing. And I'm like, okay, brains of steel. I don't know what you want me to do. I could never. Megan seems to have that same ability. It's a talent, people. It's a real talent. Also, disclaimer, guys, to anyone who's listening, you might hear a lot of internal thoughts that I don't ever bring out because I'm usually with somebody else. And so today, just for entertaining purposes, you might see a little bit of my intrusive thoughts like that one. So I hope you enjoy it. Megan White preparing here. Remember, they just had a mistake, so she needs to tone down the pressure and kind of slow down. Pay attention to the details. Good transition. Oh, that was beautiful. Fully extended in the air. It's very clean. Toe point is just stuck together. And now she has a very, very good dismount. See, that dismount is terrifying, but only people like her could do it. You know what I'm saying? That was a great routine. Melissa Gao for the tribe. Oh, that was great for her. That was a really pretty Yurchenko full there. You can see all her teammates just gassing her up. Oh, that's so nice. She did great. That was a really pretty vault. She had really good lines, and hopefully she gets a really good score. Speaking of scores, you guys, nowadays, that's the new taboo conversation of gymnastics, apparently. I don't know why everybody's freaking out about some strict judges. If we're overhyping them, it's a problem. If we're being strict and fair, that's another. Oh, I don't know. If you guys have any comments and there's any chats around, please do leave any comments. I want to know after the stream what people actually think. Mariella Bruick is up next for the Owls. I do want to comment on this mount. This mount is like a double-edged sword, you guys, because sometimes you think you're very far away from the bar and you have all this flight time. No, you don't. That's literally half of a second that you have to figure out whether your body is going to betray you and you're going to land under the bar, or how are you going to put your feet up to have enough swing to not look like a little bait worm hanging around. That's how I used to look like, if that tells you that much. I will be making fun of myself over and over again throughout this meet. This is toe on to Takachev. Also, if I butcher some of the skill names, please don't come for me. My first language is not English. Anyway, that release right there is very difficult. You're coming into the bar with limited amounts of just kind of momentum, because if you don't have a steady handstand, it's kind of like your toes are a little bit slipping before you're supposed to even prompt your hips to let go. And so it's kind of a gamble there. And she missed the bar, but she touched it, so she still gets the requirement of the release, so her routine doesn't devalue on start value. That was kind of redundant, but again, I'm so sorry, guys. Bracing for her dismount here. Double layout. Oh, I really love those really straight double layouts that they just float. She has one of them, and I am in awe. Sally Wood here for the Tribe. The Tribe is having a hard time today on vault. I mean, I understand. Sometimes you go into different arenas. Different arenas have different surfaces, and it is really difficult to kind of adjust, and that's okay. But hopefully, I mean, this is only, not hopefully, I know this, but this is only their second outing, you guys. We have to give them some grace and understand that they have a lot of space to prepare for the next time they're out on a stage like this, and probably honing on those details. Probably you're rushing. I don't know that people realize how much the run and how the hurdle to the board can actually make or break your entire vault. If you're a little too far, your hands are not going to land where they're supposed to, and the vault table is not going to help you, because that thing has springs in it. Let me tell you, if you weren't aware, yes, it does boost you, but you have to land in a specific way, in a specific angle, where you're able to kind of use that spring the vault has to propel you for the rest of your flight motion. If that makes any sense. If it doesn't, I'm so sorry again. We're waiting here. We're waiting here for Mariella's score, and next up we have Hannah Wickler for the Owls. I was going to say a funny story earlier, and now that we have a break, I can say it. I was saying that when that little green flag goes up, I have glasses nowadays, and I am blind as a bat, you guys. Like, bad. I probably could stand 2 feet in front of me, if that. And I take off my glasses, you're just a figure in the air, I wouldn't know. But when I didn't know that I was, have bad vision, I would go into meets very blind, like legitimate blind. And that thing would go up, and I would have people on the sidelines, like right next to the vault runway, tell me if the flag was up, because I didn't want to miss it. And you only have 30 seconds to start running. So I didn't want to get a 0, all in the name of I can't see it. And so that was the first challenge. And then the second one was actually getting to the vault. I was like, praying for dear life that I wouldn't just eat it. There were a couple times there I completely missed the board and just whatever. But yeah, I don't know how I have teeth, or probably just severely brain injuries, because that was scary, you guys. Like, I don't know how I made it through until I figured I couldn't see where I was running, and then I got glasses and contacts, and now we're here. But anyway, moral of the story, if you can't see the green flag, that's a red flag. All right, it looks like they're ready for Hannah. I am too. I'm having so much fun. I don't know about you guys. I am having a lot of fun. I'm sweating a lot less. Oh, that was a beautiful transition there. I'm really hoping she can just make that handstand. You guys, it's all about the handstands and the toe points. a stuck landing. Let's go. That's gonna be a great score for Hannah. Also a confidence booster for the Owls. And then we have our anchor, Hannah Berkey. Good save, Hannah. Good save. I don't know that I would have been confident enough to just save that, but again, you have to be in the right angle to be able to take off in order to, first of all, know where you are in a blind landing. And second of all, just kind of like have enough space for you to be able to have a either full or 1.5 or a half with enough rotation that you're like, oh, I can spot the floor. If you can't spot the floor, then it's fully blind and you're just like, well, hoping I make it.
I mean, I think so.
We have one more athlete going up for... I lied. We have 2 more on each one. So for bars, we have Sarah Stallings waiting for that little green flag that we all love very dearly. And then after this, we have 2 exhibitions. I'm not sure if it's going to show, but yes, both teams have exhibitions, which means they are both evaluating how deep they can go into their roster to have more options. It's all a little bit of friendly competition, you know? Until it's not. Until you're like upset that you didn't make it and it's like, ah. It's okay. Maybe next time. All right, good entrance. It's also one of those entrances that you're just under the bar. Oh, beautiful Jaeger. Very controlled. Very pretty lines. No touching the floor there on her kip. You see how she kind of sticks her head out to control the handstand? That's very clever. Double tuck and a stuck landing. Woo-hoo-hoo. That was so exciting. That was really good. You can tell why she's the anchor. She's very confident and just altogether very put together. All right, we have Michelle Nell here as an exhibition for the tribe with a layout. Okay, I will say, when people have layouts, when people exhibition layouts, that's because they're probably practicing something else. And they want to make sure that they have enough space, enough tumbling space in this setting to do more. So that looked like an insane timer. She has enough height and she has enough rotation to do whatever else she wants. So, good job. And then Madison Dorunda as an exhibition for the Owls. We see people dancing on the sidelines. I think that's my favorite part. I was always stiffer than just... I couldn't do it. I couldn't relax enough to just be like waltzing around. Other people find a lot of comfort in that. You do you, girl. I could never. Alright. Pretty. I believe that's called a ray. But I'm not sure if that's the same for all entries to that Tkachev. But might find out later. I'll take a gander. Good blindfold to a double tuck. See, and she has potential to be on the lineup, and she proved that today, and she's excited. Everybody's excited for her, so maybe we'll see her in the lineup later in the season. All right, so a little bit of a summary. William and Mary ended up with a 45.65 on vault, considering they had a couple hiccups there. And then Temple ending their rotation with a 47.8 on bars, also considering several mistakes they had to count into their team score. And so we're gonna take a little bit of a break here, so y'all don't get super tired of me, and then we will be right back with rotation 2.
Tribe fans, please direct your attention to the video board to see the causes our gymnasts support.
Oh yeah, we like a good jam there. Good Latino jam that never dies. We love it. They used to always hype everybody up. As you can tell, we are back. This is just the touch warm-up. Now we're going to flip the teams. So Temple is gonna go to vault, and William and Mary is gonna go to bars. We're gonna see a little bit more action. We're gonna see a little bit more. I'm hoping for some 9-9 vaults, but I am not super, I wouldn't say well versed, but I don't have them all memorized. I don't know who's doing what, so we're about to find out. So that horn started the 2-minute touch. It's very nice, very kind. It always gave me a migraine to hear that thing. You guys don't realize how loud that thing is. Later on, we're gonna see some lineups. I will say we have some of the same people going on, and also we have some exhibitions, and I will name those later. Oh, here they are. For Temple, we have Kenna Weckler, Amelia Budd, Renee Shugman, Nikki Renfijo, Rangifo. I am so sorry, Nikki. Harmony Harrow, Kirsten Johnson, and Summer Rusky as their exhibition. Again, like I said before, Kirsten is ranked 8th in this event also, so I think we're gonna see a 10-0 vault tonight. For William and Mary, we're going to see Sarah Cooper, Melissa Gao, Caroline Blatchford, Catherine Bear, Hannah Wozniak, Michelle No, and Anne Kubler as an exhibition. Again, I see a lot of mid-bar. Wow. Okay, that took me by surprise. That was really pretty. But like I was saying, a lot of mid-bar mounts, those are always a pain in the patella, okay? But I always applaud people that do them because for you to get out of that hole is very interesting. It's a roller coaster within and of itself, so. Again, I'm not gonna make you sit through an entire 2 minutes of me yapping when you have me for another hour. So we'll be back whenever the little green flags go up, okay? See you soon. That is my cue, you guys. And I believe the opposing team starts this time around. So the Owls are going to be led by Hannah Weckler. Here, whenever the springboard goes down and everybody's ready to go. I'm excited, honestly. These like little duo meets are always really exciting because you have more of a breather. I would say you have more time to kind of settle and regroup with your team. They're so nerve-wracking though when you're away and you're starting in just the other event. Like starting on bars is usually like hey. And so because I believe you end up in beam when you do that kind of rotation. And it's just like, you have to be ready for anything. And that's not always very easy. It's a lot easier said than done. So whenever coaches are like, you guys got it, just stay in the moment, close your bubble, da 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 da. It's like, till you don't. Anyway, Weckler going on with a half. She has a little bit of a bounce backwards, which will take a little bit of a deductions here and there, depending on how long was her little hop, but overall, pretty good start. And for William and Mary, we have Sarah Cooper. Good ganger, wow. You see how she has enough space to just kind of stay stretched the entire time around? I think those are my favorite ones. I don't like the really pikey ones. It looks a little bit like, whoa, that hurts me. But she has a really, really good control over her routine with a really good double layout. A little bit of a step there, but they started a lot better in this event that they did involved. They probably shook off all their nerves and they're ready to rumble now. Amelia Budd coming on for the Owls. Shevchenko full. Wow, okay, that was really pretty. Good extension in the air. Oh, you see, coaches are very, very excited about that. I like that she had a lot of height. I wonder if she's practicing a 1.5, maybe? I don't know. These days, I can't tell. I feel like a lot of people have space to do more. You could have told me I could do a double full and I'd be like, yeah, no. I couldn't do that. I don't even have space for a full right now. My ankles are screaming for dear life. So, overall, really, really good vault. She had a little bit of a hop there, but that's nothing. Up next for the tribe is Melissa Gao. Seeing some like up and running scores here. Some 9s, higher 9s. So Sarah Cooper with a 9.575 and Miss Hannah Wickler with a 9.325. Another Ginger. Wow, that deserves the MVP of the day, honestly. Girl, tell me your shoulder routine. I need that. Hey, that's fair. That's fair. She just probably saw her life flash before her eyes. That's okay. Honestly, guys, that would have scared me to my core. Good vault for Renee Shugman. I don't know how much into consideration they take when you land outside of the lines in NCAA, but I know in international gymnastics that might be a deduction. Again, I'm not sure how that plays out in the NCAA. Landed a little bit too far to the left, but overall, good vault. Landed on her feet, that's all that matters. Up next, we have Caroline Blatchford. I still want to commend Melissa here. Like, I'm kind of racking my brain here because that takes guts. That is super, super exciting that she not only did a Ginger, which is probably my favorite release ever, but she hung out. Like, she hung from one entire hand and then just kept her routine going. That's applause. Miss Melissa Gao, you're probably my new hero. Really quick here, I want to shout out Williamsburg Gymnastics, who has been a huge supporter of both men's and women's gymnastics at William and Mary over the years. We love seeing the connection between college gymnastics and local junior gymnastics. We know the many of the college athletes that train and coach there and inspire the future generations of athletes along the way. And that is just really touching how they're able to continue supporting this collegiate team throughout years upon years. Thank you. See, this is one of those moments where judges are probably also very shook and they don't know what to do, because here's the deal. She had an in-routine mistake. She didn't have a fall. She didn't let go. Remember? One hand. So I'm almost wondering, I mean, I'm not a judge. I couldn't, I don't know. I couldn't tell you what the deduction would be, but she saved it. And that looks like a 9.6. Maybe? Maybe I'm blind. I don't know. I said this before. I have no idea. I also don't know if they would knock out her release requirement. That's a good question. I don't know if there's any judges in the audience right now. Please do tell me. if and when this happens, your requirements remain intact, so your routine continues out of a 10-0, and then you get deducted from there, or what happens when you have such an amazing save like that. Now I'm invested. Just to recap on Temple's end, we have a couple of 9-6s, which are pretty consistent to the rotation. We might be expecting something similar. Pretty sure there's a couple 9-9 vaults and then a 10-0 coming at the end, so watch out for that. Oh yeah, she had an 8-3, so that means her start value remained the same, but they counted that as an in-routine fall. Beautiful Jaeger. Wow, the height on that. I always get super impressed with really lengthy athletes because their lines are so pretty always. Beautiful routine. Another really good recovery from their team. You know, when you have mistakes and scares like that, it's kind of like hard to put on your big girl pants and just roll with it. So kudos to them. Nikki coming up for the Owls. Huge Jurchenko full. You can see she kind of opened and flared over on the air, like before she spotted her landing. That was a really, really good vault. Another athlete that I almost wonder if she's practicing a 10-0 vault.
Now for William Mary on bars, Catherine Barr.
I will repeat that. Catherine Barr on bars. I am sorry if you catch me like giggling on the side. It's just sometimes I'm telling you guys, this is like intrusive thoughts that I would have if I was just like I am right now, sitting alone, probably wandering to myself. And now I just have a whole audience that I am just probably sound like a child. Just inner dialogue is not always very cohesive, you guys. Has a lot of character though. It's okay, it happens. Catherine Barr here. Line change. Oh, that was innovative. I like that. That was a really sweet connection there. Really good pace to that routine. Everybody's super excited. She was really excited, very confident from the get-go. You could see how she even started very sturdy on her mount. So very, very good routine. Okay, second to last here with Harmony Haro for the Owls. Another Jurchenko full. Okay, I don't know if people are commenting on this. I count that as a stick. I'm not sure about you guys, but that's a stuck landing in my book. She didn't really move. She had a little bit of like microscopic air time on her feet, on her toes, but that's it. She didn't like, I don't know. That was a really good ball. For Nikki, she scored a 9-7. And also a 9-7 for Caroline Bletchford on bars for the tribe. Waiting on Catherine's bar. Oh, there we go. 9-7-5. She's going up, ladies and gents. And for it, Sarah to make her debut. These under the bar mounts, they're just crazy to me. Beautiful. Another ginger. Woo-hoo-hoo. Brave. That was beautiful. Good control on her shoot over. You see how she kind of kills the rotation there, the kick. And double layout, may I ask? Absolutely. Yes, that was a gorgeous, gorgeous routine for the tribe there. Good job, Sarah. Hopefully she gets the score she deserves, honestly. Maybe a 9-8, I don't know. One and only, Kirsten Johnson. And I might have jinxed that. I am so sorry, everybody. It was supposed to be a 1.5, but she, like many athletes, slipped on the table. The amount of times this happens is uncomfortably common. You kind of like I said before, when you rush into your hurdle and into your round off, your hands are gonna be off the second you touch like the vault table. And that seems to be the case today for Kirsten. And she's gonna have to slow down a little bit next time she faces this event. Again, today has been all about recoveries so far. I don't know. Those were always terrifying. I would have rather just not, I don't know how you stop that, but those are always like also the most, like you're super in your head about it afterwards. Like, why did I do that? Why did that happen to me? And you just can't seem to figure out what's going on, but it's no one's fault, really. I want to say, I don't really mind her falling. What I am impressed by is the amount of gingers there is in this lineup. You don't see that very often. You usually see a lot of Jaegers and more so some Tecachos here and there and some Rays. But gingers are so, well, not that unique probably, but pretty on the unique side. And it's really cool to see a team that has that many. Like probably 4 out of 6 girls have done gingers so far. A little bit of a struggle there to meet that vertical, but she continues on, lands on her feet, and I believe that's a new rule that took place last year, that you have to kind of like wait on your salute like a second or two, and then you can leave. Then we have Summer Rusky for the Owls. Ruski. She corrected me. Okay. Good Yurchenko full. That's solid. That's always a good option for future lineups when they're trying to figure out, you know, somebody's hurting, or sometimes it's also like kind of normal that you're really, really tired and you have an exhibition that's able to take your spot. That's also a good option to have. For the tribe, we have Bryn Vetrano. I'm so sorry, I kind of spaced out there, but she's going to also exhibition on bars. I always say this, and I probably sound like a broken record, but exhibitions are really good, guys. Like, a team that has space for exhibitions is a team that is growing to be very prepared for the future seasons and probably postseason. So the more exhibitions you can put out early in the season, the better you're going to end up being later on, because it means that more people are going to be ready, and that's always a good thing to have. This song does make me want to like get up and dance. This is where I would have started shaking my arms and like kind of like wobbling my head and looking a little silly, and the judges would kind of like hustle a little bit. I'm one of those weirdos that makes eye contact with the judges, and I'm like, hi, but yeah, that used to be me. That was just, people would be like, don't make eye contact with them, and I'm like, no, you look at them dead in the eyes, like, I got you, I see you. Only mount that's been on the low bar so far. She kind of like smacked her toes there a little bit, and that's okay, but good recovery. Honestly, she looks like she's enjoying herself. Good double layout. Oh, that's really good for her. That always makes me like really happy for the girls. It's like when you land your exhibition routine, it means that you've got what it takes to perform under pressure, and that will take you pretty far. Anyway, enough rambling here. This event ended up rounding up with William and Mary on bars with a 47, the Tribe with a 48.075 on vault. So, you guys stick around, like they say on my job. Don't touch that dial. Even that's so cringe. But I will be right back for rotation 3. Again, a quick shout out to the Williamsburg Gymnastics. who has been a huge supporter of both men's and women's gymnastics at William and Mary over the years. Thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate everything you do for this college team. College teams, not just the women's, but also the men's. Again, we're in the period of touch before rotation 3 starts out, and then we will get back into more showbiz.
Don't forget to follow WM Tribe, WGym on Instagram and Twitter, and William and Mary Tribe Women's Gymnastics on Facebook, or scan the QR code on the video board for all the latest updates on Tribe Women's Gymnastics.
All right, everybody. It looks like warm-up is finishing up here, so they're kind of wrapping up. So far, honestly, to just go over the summary, a little summary of this meet, this little dual meet, I have been wildly impressed on both ends. I think both teams have something in common, though, which is a group of girls that persevere, like profusely persevere. We have seen mistakes here and there for both ends, but you have also seen, I think the most wholesome part of it is that they've got each other's backs. And I think that's a big takeaway that kind of goes a little bit like kind of flies over people's heads sometimes, unless you're like in it and you experience it. It's really, really nice when you have a mistake and you're already kind of in your head about it, and then your team is like, somebody from your team comes up to you and they hold your hands and they are like, we got you, it's fine, it doesn't matter, like you did all you could for this situation, and we want you to know that we're not mad at you. And we are proud of you for going out there and giving it your best. So really, really happy for both of these teams to be able to do that as a team and just kind of keep the spirit alive, because it can be hard. So let me get all my data here corrected. We're on the 3rd rotation, and if I'm not mistaken, Medicine Durunda is going to start us off. Nope, I am looking at the wrong team. I'm so sorry, guys. From William and Mary, Sarah Cooper is going to start us off on beam. Oh, this is also really good. I don't know if this is like intentional for every team, but this song you hear in the background is when you have home meets, you get to pick your own beam song, so it's not dead silent in there. And I think that's a really sweet touch. Some teams give their athletes in their home meets. Coming up for her series. Good series. Judges are going to be looking out for some of the legs there, like the shape. So they're going to want to see more straighter legs and more like cohesiveness. But so far she looks very confident, She starts off the rotation really, really good. And she's almost done here. Don't you dare underestimate those full turns, because they will get you. Looks like this is going to be a side dismount. Really, really good routine for Sarah there. That must be so exciting. Here's the deal. I did the hard bouncing. I put the whole pounding on my body, not on my brains. I think that's what beam is all about, is pounding your brain. I couldn't do that to save my life, so. This is Madison Durunda for the Owls. Double tuck, good lunge. Those little like in the middle of the routine kind of front tucks or cartwheels. This means this is going to be a 2-pass routine most likely, because she's trying to meet some tumbling requirements. Good leap series. All her leaps were all the way around. Kind of what the judges are really looking for. Layout 1.5 to a really good landing. Now she gets to dance and have fun for however long more she has on this routine. And that's my favorite part. Probably everybody doing her routine with her on the sidelines. That was always my favorite part. I would dance my little heart away because I knew my teammates were dancing with me, and I was like, ooh, I want to show up for my teammates. It was never really about the cameras, it was about the girls. Up next is Melanie Faulkner for the Tribe. Good hand lay. She also has really pretty lines. Has really long legs. That's why you can see more extension in her extremities, and like everything looks a little bit more elongated. Those darn side leaps. It's like they also have such weird rules around those. If you jump and you start rotating before you take off, that's not a full, it doesn't count all the way through, and they will get you there too. It's like, oh my goodness, can't win here. Okay, that was impressive. I have always said that side dismounts, I don't understand them. I don't know, how do you gather that much momentum, let alone coming from a back handspring? The amount of anxiety that comes with that, I could not fathom. So really, really good routine. On floor, we have Nikki Rengifo. I am really trying not to butcher that. And I love her floor music. Very spicy. Double pike. Oh, really good landing there. I think the trick to this floor specifically, this brand of floor, the Spieth, is very, I don't even know how to explain this. It's kind of like flow, so you have to weight it for it to bounce you off, and she's doing a really, really good job controlling all of her moves. I'm trying to say it's really easy to bounce out of bounds, so that's what we're going to be looking for in these next two rotations. 1.5 to a layout. That's good. You see how the floor kind of like tipped her over? That's very normal. She has a good mix of music here. Good job for Nikki. It's a good entertaining routine. At the end of the day, that's what you kind of want. It's like to kind of entertain the judges. Get them on your same vibe. For the tribe, we have Kellen Blatchford.
She was staring out the window, there she complaining, saying, I can't wait to turn 18. She said, I'll make my own, and I'll make my own rules. Mama put the car in park out.
She has really pretty artistry, and you can tell how her arms are super delicate. It's almost like very ballet. Triple series? Oh yeah. Oh yes. We love to see that. You see how she sat right at the edge of the beam and then took her sweet, sweet time all the way to the other side of the beam. Insane. Very pretty connection. That's also a bonus. So now she doesn't have to do anything more that's acrobatic, just a leap and her dismount and you're done. Okay, good. The key here is to stay patient. She knows she's almost done. All you gotta do is get out of here in one piece. Really, really good routine. That was such a good routine. Oh, this is super exciting for Caroline. Okay, I will say, some athletes are just built for beam. Because the way she just walked up and the first pose she struck was like, okay, you know she's got it. She's confident to sit like that in a beam, so. Amazing work. Now we have Kirsten Johnson. You're gonna see a lot of energy in this routine, so beware. This girl can dance too. My favorite part is her hair, really. Oh yeah, double pike of the century. It's like, not only does the floor have springs, her legs do too. That is very curious. 2 straddles in a row, that's kind of very smart because you avoid having turning leaps that they won't necessarily count all the way around, and you avoid deductions. Really smart. Good landing. And now she gets to have fun. Look at this. Yeah. I was seeing some comments on social media about her floor routine and people were loving her energy. And this part, how she adjusts the crown to like the size of the volume of her hair, was probably the most liked comment on social media. Up next we have Michelle No for the tribe. Good recovery. I would have landed on the floor. Don't worry about it. I really like this song. That's another thing. I really like that her teammates are getting loud still. A lot of people kind of dim down the energy when they go to beam because they think they're going to distract the athlete. And to be completely fair, that's kind of understandable, but at the same time, if you're like me, I couldn't hear anything while I was doing beam. Like, completely deaf. I couldn't tell you what was going on. that was a really good routine for Michelle, even though she had a little bit of a wobble here and there, and that's probably gonna eat away at her mind. She needs to be really proud of herself for this routine. She did really good. She saved it. She stuck on the beam and then had a really good ending to it. So honestly, she should be really, really proud. Also, wanted to mention really quick that Caroline Blatchford has a high score of 9.8 on beam, and she's kind of leading on her lineup. Hence why she's in the middle of it. She's able to stabilize the lineup, and I think she's going to be really, really good ranking towards the end of the season if she keeps it up in the 2025 season. I probably said that twice. That's okay. Summer Rusky here for the Owls. See what she brings to the table. Oh, some samba. You've got me right where you want me. Weak. I love this. Double tuck. Oh, very clever, Summer. That was good. That shows insane control. She could probably spot at that from way before she could land. Really good display of flexibility there. Just jamming away with this song. Don't mind me. Oh yeah, bring some spice. Double pike is gonna give her a bonus, and she lands it, so yes, good job, Summer. That was awesome. Guys, I've finally found the live chat, and you guys are rocking it. I'm really, really happy. Up next for the tribe, we have Melissa Gao. Beautiful series. I love when they finish up with their hands all the way back, because that is just such a display of confidence. I will not scream that loud because I will break some headphones. Ooh, power move right there. That is equivalent to a side aerial or like a front aerial or something like that. She just decided to do the hardest one. No worries. Good job. I'm so hyped for both of these teams. This is crazy. Round off. 1.5. That's probably the one round off we've seen this entire competition. Good job. Very well done. And the tribe is scoring a consistent 9.6 to 9.7s here, guys. They're doing good. They're really holding their ground on a very nerve-wracking event. Up next, we have Renee Shugman for the Owls. Just waiting on Summer's score here. I see that Kirsten got a 9.65. I wonder if she stepped out of bounds. Oh, we have the dreaded talk of the judges. We hate to see it. So it's like, what did I do wrong? Do you have the same number as I do? Probably not. It's always so personal too. It's like, tell me, what are you saying? I always wondered, like, what do they see in my routine that I didn't do? I don't know. Maybe did I fly over it? Guys, oh my God, I just remembered this story. Really weird story. I was in like a competition, national competition in Puerto Rico where I used to do gymnastics before college, I forgot my whole floor routine. I forgot what I was doing. It was like total brain fart out the window. I didn't know where I was. It was like, oh my God, what is happening? I did even the wrong pass. Like the choreography just went out the window and I had to stall on the sidelines. I was like, oh, and my dad was my coach and he was livid. When I tell you livid, that was bad. Oh God, that was probably one of the scariest days of my life. Yeah, that was a little sidebar there. I have a lot more embarrassing stories like that one. If I really want to just put myself on blast here. For a second, she had me fooled, and I thought this was going to be a slow one. No. Oh. I believe that was 1.5 there. She has really, really good explosiveness. 1.5. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's see where we're going. I like that her legs were glued together from start to finish. I had this problem where I would cross my feet when I was twisting, and she had none of that. None of that. It was very clean, very beautiful. I'm dancing with you. Double pike. Come on. Oh, yeah. Oh. Like that. Her chest was all the way up. Really, really good routine for Renee. She has a lot of power. Madeline Fraser making her debut tonight. She's the anchor in this lineup, so... Oh, I see why. Her legs are absolutely stunning. Really pretty. She went a little bit conservative there in the switch leap, but that's okay. Sometimes you're just looking to stay on, especially if this is the first time out on your home meet. Safe is better than cocky. Oh yeah, okay. That was a beautiful display of confidence right there. Like I was telling you guys, those side leaps, terrible, terrible, terrible. They're just so like what am I doing? I don't know. Round off, 1.5. She could have had probably a better landing, but I think, again, she was playing it safe, and sometimes when you do that, you tend to be a little bit short, and it's just a learning curve for everybody. Just to be more hype and kind of let loose on beam, which is kind of hard to do, but it's doable, I promise. To end this rotation with insane displays of flexibility there is Brooke Dunabedian. 1.5 to back layout. She's one of these athletes that her body kind of contorts and she's very like artistic, but also super explosive. Again, with that really beautiful display of flexibility. You don't see a lot of those in college gym, like tourgites or full turns with your leg up. I really don't know what the name for those is, but really, really gorgeous. You can see even in her dance, she's like taking her time and then letting her body flow. And she's a front twister, you guys. It's one of my favorites. I'm probably biased in there, but that's okay. That was a beautiful E-pass, so double full. She landed a little bit short there, but she saved it and stayed in place. So, awesome job by Brooke. I'm moving on to exhibitions, and we have Summer Penzi for the tribe. Good job. And see how she brought up her arms like this, just maintain herself in place. It's very, very important. Switch half. Then again, it's some of those like little skills that you don't see very often because they're probably very difficult to control. And she is rocking them. Beautiful, beautiful routine for Summer Penzi. She has every right to be in that lineup whenever she decides she's ready to go for it. Awesome job. And then for Temple, we have Amelia Budd as the exhibition. I see a comment here, give Brooke a 10. I wish, honestly. Like, that was a really, really good routine. There's probably a lot in there that we can't see too, so. Beautiful, double full. Again, stepping forward, that means control. With the drama in this music. Some athletes, let me tell you, they benefit from these types of like choreographies. They're like full on to the theatrics, and their face is like they're telling a story, and it's just so awesome. Huge. That was a 1.5 to a punch straddle. That also gives her a bonus, and she literally flew there for a hot second. 3-pass routine. 1.5 to a punch. Good routine for Amelia. Like all the exhibitions I've seen today, I feel like they are pretty on par with the rest of the lineup. So, good job for everybody there. We can go check out a summary of everybody's score. So to end rotation 3, we have the tribe ending on beam with a 48-3, and then Temple on floor with a 48-3-5. Okay, here's the deal. Temple will go into beam right now, and they have the lead at the moment, and so they need to just stay on the event if they want to maintain that. But so far, I'm really pleased with both teams and how they've been able to display courage and, again, persistence. This being William and Mary's second outing of the 2025 season speaks a lot of volumes. because you can see how they are so driven and they're hungry and they want to hit the routines. So I'm excited to see them the rest of the season. So we will be right back. Stay tuned for closing rotation in this competition. Alright guys, I'm gonna embarrass myself again, and I'm going to tell you guys the story of how like the smallest things can affect an entire performance. So I went to Caroli's camp once, and I had the unfortunate event of losing my grips beforehand. That was not fun because I didn't tell anybody. I didn't ask for help. And moral of the story, if you're ever having an issue in gymnastics, you lose, whether that's like your pre-wrap or your tape or whatever it is, speak up because it's gonna ruin it. Anyway, so I get to Texas and my dad is like I mentioned before, he was my coach. And he was like, why are you hiding away from bars? And I was like, because I forgot my grips. And I kind of mumbled and he was like, you did what? And I was like, I left my grips because I lost them. And I brought spare ones that I've never worn before. Oh, Lord Christ Almighty. That was bad. I trained for an entire week with grips that weren't mine, that weren't my size. I didn't have wristbands for them, so the side of my hands were completely raw. And it was a really fun time. It was it was awful. But I got to go to the Caroli's, and I mean, back then it was still kind of like I didn't, it wasn't bad like that, but it was a fun experience to go to Texas and kind of had a small heart attack because I had lost the probably most important piece of equipment to do gymnastics. And yeah, it's kind of me being a terrible gymnast at times, and it's okay. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes you get to meets and you don't know what's going on. That's okay. But yeah, moral of the story, you don't know where something small is, ask, because you're gonna need it. Anyway, we're finishing up here. Rotation, we're starting rotation 4. And tempo, like I said before, is gonna end up on beam. Can be make it or break it from them. And then William and Mary is gonna end up on floor. All they gotta do is just kind of stay in bounds and have fun. That's something that our coaches used to tell us a lot, is like, whenever you get to the last event, I mean, you've gotten this far. Just give it your best, give it your all. I was talking to my producers here a little earlier, and they were saying, like, I don't know how I would have been an all-arounder, because third event rolls around and I would have been pooped, ready to go to bed. And I agree with that. I only did one event, And by the second, I mean, I had screamed my little lungs away, cheering for my teammates. Second rotation rolled around. I was like, okay, I need a water break because I'm about to pass out. I'm so tired. I need to lie down. And so, yeah, I'm really proud of all the athletes here tonight. Everybody is looking great. I think Temple is kind of finding their own rhythm. And Will and Mary, like I said, it's only their second outing of the season. So they're gonna, find their feet here sooner rather than later. That always happens really quickly early on in the season. And then you're kind of set for the rest of the season and postseason, and you're kind of just having fun from there and after. But floor is really exciting to finish on because you're just wanting to dance and have fun with your teammates, and that's a good event to do that. I feel like everybody's involved, and yeah, get to close out on a good note. I'm not sure if William and Mary starts on floor or if Temple starts, but if Temple does, oh, here we go. It's Renee Shugman up first for the Owls. Those little rolls, again, those are just small things that I'm like, how do you do that? I love her lines. She's impressively flexible. And her choreography is moving. Really, really good connection. Very unique. You're not gonna see that a lot. A lot of people go backwards and do hand lays, but she decided to do two front aerials, and like everything, when you're leaning forward, it's blind, so you kind of have to spot the beam very well. And she's in and out, guys, with a stuck landing, just like that. Oh, there she goes. Yeah. I love when teammates hype up their athletes like that. That's so cool to see. It's all personality.
Let's go, Summer!
I'm not sure if they changed the order. I heard one of the girls say Summer, but I have here in the roster Sally, so opener for the Tribe. I just got confirmation that it's Sally Wood, so really good display of flexibility there. Staying on top of it. Also, I want to say, quick note, these leotards are so pretty. That's a girly girl in me screaming pink is so cute, and that was a really good double back. Really, really awesome. Oh, I comment on my story here. It says, that's crazy to happen, but to happen at the ranch too. Wink. Yeah, that was scary. That was terrifying. I wanted to impress everybody. Didn't get to do that. Not on bars, at least. Up next for the Owls is Summer Rusky. I think I have seen the Owls show a lot of confidence in the last few meets on beam. So I wouldn't be surprised if they just take on the bull by the horns and just go with it, you know? I think her manager is really excited. As you should. Really pretty. Sometimes on those side leaps, you're kind of focused on the height rather than your toes. It's really important that kind of keep those in line too, because it's just the small stuff that the judges are kind of looking for. And you wanna, those are like the teeny tiny details that they could probably work on. Okay, so we have confirmation. The first athlete that went up on floor was Bryn Petrano. Now we have Sally Wood. I apologize, you guys. We had a little bit of a change there before, well, during the first athlete was going, and I wasn't aware of it. Oh, we don't see a lot of twisting, you guys, at least not backwards, and that was really pretty. That was a punch front roundhouse back handspring 2.5. Really pretty. I was a twister myself, so I personally get really excited for those. And she's rounding up her leaps all the way through. It's a very good show of control. Again, the theatrics in this music. Oh my god. She's gonna go forward. The 1.5 to a stack jump. And that's the end of it. Nice and easy. Oh, that was very aesthetically pleasing. Everybody just entering the floor like that. That was really cool. Up next for the Owls, we have Megan White. Again, just watch the scores. Everybody's kind of going neck to neck right now. Bryn went 9.7. Renee went 9.775. Sally Wood is still in evaluation, but then Summer went 9.725. And it's kind of getting tight here, guys. Really pretty. Very pleasing to see leaps over the 180 line. Ah, gorgeous lines. Again, the knees and the toes, those are the things that make these skills so impressive. It's not this, well, okay, let's rewind. The skill is impressive within and on itself, but when you're able to concentrate and hone it all the way down to your little toes, it gets even prettier. Oh, that was gorgeous. My back is screaming. Round off, 1.5, little hop. You can tell she was looking for the stuck landing there, but again, really, really good routine. This lineup has a lot of potential. I will repeat, I will echo you, ma'am, is Ella Isley, or the tribe. Nice mix, double pike. Ahaha, so hype. That's literally party on the dance floor. Let's go. There's no shot you have a bad time with that floor music. Double back. Oh, how sweet. That was a really, really good landing there. Chest up, good lunge. Finish her leaps all the way through. She's done. All right, you guys, one more. 1.5 to a front layout. That was good. That was good. She landed a little sideways and she recovered by taking a little hop. That was just all she needed, honestly. Great routine. For Sally Wood, we have a 9-7. Back-to-back 9-7, you guys. Might be getting a little bit spicy in here. Next up on beam, we have Robin Dune. Done? Maybe. I don't know. I'm sorry, Robin. Please correct me. There's a funny comment. My mom was telling me, why didn't you do beam more often? And I was like, Mom, because I just didn't have the mental capacity to do it. She was like, but you were so good at it. I was like, no, I wasn't. You need to stop. Wolf turn. Oh, yeah. Those make my knees hurt. Couldn't fathom being that low on my quads would be cramping. Went into her series. No thoughts. It was just, yep, one and go. You know, you have some athletes that kind of sit there and kind of think about their life for a second. No, she did not. She just said, feet on, let's go. Oh man, this girl is a beamer. I think athletes on beam, for me, are the top ranks because they take the cake. It's so impressive how they're able to hone their skills like that. I have a lot of respect for them. Everything from the way you swing your arms on your choreography to the way you spot the beam on your series. Oh, that was awesome. And see, she like grounded herself to like absorb into the mat, kind of swung her arms a little bit to like balance herself in place, and she stopped that landing just like that. Don't worry about it. No problem. Next up, we have Summer Penzi. We saw her earlier as an exhibition on beam. Party music's through and through. Beautiful double pike. That's a lot of height there. Good leap series. Safe. To a punch front layout. And that layout had no arch. Barely like any effort. She just floated. Hey, hey, hey. Clap it. Come on. Got one more go. Oh, that's so good. Really, really good routine for Summer there.
And now for Temple on the beam, Madison Garuda.
Oh my god, have I been saying her name wrong this entire time? I am so sorry, you guys. Darunda. Madison Darunda up next. This is like fulfilling my vlogger dreams, to be honest. It's so much fun. I'm having so much fun today. Triple series! Ooh! Nice save. That caught me off guard. Pretty. I don't know why, but I'm a big fan of full turns with your arms down. They look so, like, I don't know, so pretty. Cartwheel to 1.5 and a stuck landing. I mean, you have a little wobble and then you make up for it in the landing. That's exactly what you wanna look for. An athlete that's able to recover. I think that's awesome. Then up next on floor we have Hannah Burke coming up. Oh, the judges are having another nice little chat here. What do you think the gossip is this time? I'm almost interested in like seeing what athletes think. I would like to have like a sit down with athletes and see what they're thinking about in moments like these. I feel like a lot of people have different like takes on this. I was more on my brain would go onto like kind of repeating the same things over and over and over to myself, just like calm down, breathe, this, that, and I would start praying too. But that would be a cool conversation to have with people about what their in competition habits or like juju might be. Getting close to the end here. Hannah is second to last in this lineup. Pretty tour de tays. I like seeing tour de tays more than I like seeing switch leaps. That's a personal preference. I feel like they're more floaty and more like artistic. Oh yeah. Very beautiful front pass there. Another leap, so this is probably going to be a 2-pass routine. Very, very nice performance for Hannah. Must be very satisfying. Oh, that makes me miss competition all over again. Boo. Oh. We have, as the anchor, Brooke Donabedian for the Owls. Again, she's the athlete that's very powerful, but also very, very confident in her flexibility, and she's able to take advantage of that. Hence that stag jump, of course. Beautiful front aerial to back handspring. That's her series. She's done with her acro, I believe. She might have either another leap or more acro, but there we go. Side tummy. Good recovery. Also, it's weird because that skill, your knees have to be bent to a certain angle for the judges not to count it as a side aerial. 1.5, 2. Nice and easy stuck landing. Chef's kiss.
And now for William and Mary on the floor, Michelle No.
As you already heard the in-person announcer, Michelle No, you guys. Closing this entire competition. We have one more exhibition, but lineup-wise. Beautiful 1.5. Good turns all the way through. Those wolf jumps need to have both of your knees to come to a certain height. I guess the judge is able to deem that however they want. But they need to be high enough for it to count also, or you're gonna be losing some points. One and a half, front layout. Good ending for the tribe here. Good job. Honestly, I think they have all it takes for them to just secure all the small details and kind of like shake out their nerves and enjoy it. I feel like they have enough depth to do that, and that is a compliment. As an exhibition for the Owls, we have Mariella Bruick. I'm currently biting my tongue really hard to not sing this song. Good front toss. She needed a little bit more airtime, so she probably needed a little bit more of a dynamic kick onto her front leg to be able to land that properly. But it seems like she was probably trying to be conservative with it. And that's okay. That's just the beauty of sport. Another side dismount. Really good job. Again, no pressure. This is just an exhibition for it to see what they need to tweak here and there. And she did really well. Oh, they added an exhibition. As you can see, Caroline Blatchford is going to perform for us here on the floor. Oh, interesting. I love the little vocals. We don't hear that very often. One and a half. You can tell her teammates are having fun for her too. Like I said before, she's very artistic. Like her extremities are very long. Beautiful. another wolf. Like, the wolves are just going out. Everybody's doing them. It's really interesting. Last pass, 1.5 to front layout. That was gorgeous. See? Ballet. Amazing. She could be in this lineup any other day.
This is not allowed.
All right, everybody. So now we see the event summary here. William and Mary ending with a 48.550 on floor, and then Temple ending with a 48.75 on beam. Honestly, I think that had to be my favorite rotation. That and probably rotation 2 is also very exciting because there's a lot of good skills there, and there was a lot of display of strength and flexibility most of all, but like a lot of power going in for both teams. So Temple takes the lead with a 193 even, and William and Mary fall into a 190. As a team score, I think, like I've been mentioning, this is only their second outing of the 2025 season, and I believe, and I know for a fact they will shake their jitters, and I'm really excited to see what they bring to the table next time. So on vault, we have some individuals here that, you know, are worth mentioning. Harmony Harrow, Nikki Renfifo, and Amelia Budd all take 1, 2, and 3 with a 1975, oh my goodness, 97 and 9675 to top the vault. On uneven bars, we have Sarah Sailings, Sarah Wozniak, and Catherine Barr from Temple and William and Mary, and then Renee Shugman from Temple, Megan White, Temple, and Caroline Blatchford from William and Mary on beam. All ranging 9/7 with this really fair and good. I feel like they all had really, really good performances. Then Brooke Donabedian takes the first place on floor with a 9.75. Hannah Berkey from William and Mary with a 9.75. It's a tie for first place. And then Michelle No with a 9.725 from William and Mary gets third. The all-around, Michelle No takes the first place from William and Mary with a 37.5. Caroline Blatchford follows her from William and Mary with a 37.35. And then Renee Shugman from Temple takes the third place with a 29.1. All right, you guys, it was a blast to do this by myself. It's obviously kind of nerve-wracking at the beginning, so I apologize for my small rambles here and there. I hope you guys tune for the next one. I will do my best to be here with you guys, hopefully accompanied by somebody else, but if you have me by myself, again, I will see you next time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Good evening. Bye-bye now.
Fans, be sure to stick around after tonight's meet for autographs with your women's gymnastics team. Autographs will take place down on the floor following the final awards.
now, today's final results. On the vault, in first place, Harmony Harrow from Temple with a 9.75. In second place from Temple, Nikki Rangifo with a 9.7. And in third place, Amelia Budd from Temple with a 9.675. And on the uneven bars, in first place, Sarah Wozniak from William & Mary with a 9.775. In second place, Sarah Stallings from Temple with a 9.775. First tied. And in second place, Catherine Baer from William & Mary with a 9.750. And on the beam, in first place tied, Renee Schumann from Temple, 9.775. First place tied, Megan White from Temple, 9.775. Third place, Carolyn Blatchford from William & Mary with a 9.725. And on the floor, in first place tied, Hannah Burke from William & Mary with a 9.750. First place tied, Brooke Donavidian from Temple, 9.750. And in third, Michelle No from William & Mary with a 9.725. And for our final team scores, in second place with a total score of 190, William & Mary. And coming out on top today with a total team score of 193, the Temple Owls. Thank you for attending today's Women Tribe Gymnastics meet. At this time, fans can make their way down to the floor via sections 19 and 21 for autographs with the team. And as always, go Tribe!